Good morning everyone and welcome to Munich day 4. I was about to say day 3 then. Day 4. That's how little sleep I've had within the past couple of hours. Actually, to be fair, last night was probably the best sleep that I got. I did wake up a couple of times, like, I don't know what it is, but like I'm just not sleeping well here, and it's nothing to do with the hotel. I mean, to be fair, I have noticed like people in this hotel are really loud and the doors slam so hard. People don't really, I don't know, I think everyone just thinks everyone is like a night owl and like everyone is out at night when they're not, because people just walk along the corridor like shouting, like they don't have an inside voice, if you know what I mean. Nothing to do with the hotel, it's just people and like myself. Obviously I had a really long day yesterday. Today is going to be another long day. Literally it is only 9:10 or just about 9:10, and I am ready and raring to go because there is only, well, I think there's 2 or 3 trains I can get today, but the one after the first one is at like 2 o'clock or like around about 2 o'clock or just after 2, and it would mean that I would get to this place at about 4 o'clock, and that doesn't give me enough time. Like I need a lot of time in this place. It's annoying because I don't really understand why there aren't earlier trains there, or like why there aren't more trains, because it seems like a fairly touristy place to go. Like I don't get it. Maybe it's just because people book tour groups there and they go by coach, but then even then, like, you're really, I don't like doing that because you're so strapped for time. Like yesterday with the Sound of Music thing, you're always aware that there's a time you have to get back to the coach, so you're always like a live wire raring to go so you don't get left behind. Today I'm going to, and I'm probably gonna butcher this, Neuschwanstein Castle. So the backstory behind this is that a couple of years ago when I read Throne of Glass, and I don't know if I've already mentioned this, I read a book series called Throne of Glass, for those of you who are here and you're not book people, and it's my favourite series of all time. I have a tattoo because like that book helped me so much, and I haven't had a book affect me like that since, and I just really love the story. I'm actually currently re-listening to the audiobooks right now this year, and I was scouring on Tumblr one day when I was reading the first couple of books, and I saw this picture of this castle, and I was just like, wow, what, like I have this thing for castles and palaces, and when I saw it I was like, that is stunning. Like I would love to see that one day, and I never thought that I would because it just looked like it was in a place that was just in a remote part of the world in the buttfuck middle of nowhere that I'd never ever go. And then when I was researching places to go whilst in Munich, this came up and I was like, oh my god, it's a sign, and it's been sort of on my bucket list ever since. And so today I'm crossing off a bucket list item. I'm so excited. Like when I pictured the castle of Terezin, this is what I imagined, and my book people will understand but my non-book people won't. I was so excited to go. Like this is what this trip has been leading to. Obviously I've loved every other thing that I've done, and obviously I'm here for more than just this, but this is what I've been excited for. Like this is like the piece de la resistance of this trip. Like I am so excited, so I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I'm hoping it's not going to be as late of a night, but it does take 2 hours to get there. I'm going to get to the train station early so that I can get a window seat, because apparently the train ride to this place is amazing, so I'm going to take you guys with me. Obviously a very, very quick OOTD. I've already got my jacket on because I'm like ready to leave. Jumper is TikTok shop, this time wearing Terezin green, which again only my book people are going to understand that. Again, one of those little white t-shirts, pull-and-bear jeans, the boots and the jacket. It's the same outfit. Also I have a green bow on. I will not lie to you guys, this experience has been nothing but chaotic so far. Everyone got off at the station. I ended up following a group of people to what was a reserved bus, so I highly don't recommend following anyone. You need the 78. And then from there everyone was piling on, and like they were like, move down, move down. And literally it just seemed like there was no more room. Luckily I've got on the tube enough that the experience didn't bother me so much, but just be warned, the bus is packed. I then got off the bus and decided to get some food because I was like, if I didn't get some food now I'm gonna crash. I've decided I'm gonna hike up because you can get I think you can get a bus, like a shuttle bus that you have to pay extra for, and then you can also get a horse and carriage. I don't know what any of this means. There's like people going every which way and I don't know which way is better. I don't know which way to go. It's all just forest and shit. I know that there's quieter routes and I don't know how to get to a quieter one. Is that the way to the bridge? I'm so confused. I feel like this might just be like the driveway bit. I might go up the quiet path. Anyway, I decided to get some food. Highly don't recommend. There was a little cafe and I was like, oh, I'll just get a hot dog. I really wanted to sit down and have something proper to eat. So I got the hot dog. The hot dog was really rubbery. Probably the worst hot dog that I'll ever have in my life ever, hopefully. But I'm filled with food, I've got water, and now I'm gonna hike. You have already seen the castle a little bit, but it does look better from a distance. So now I'm gonna go and hike. I do have to say that this is giving me major Scotland vibes. And I majorly miss Scotland. I really miss Scotland. Oh my god, this is so steep. I actually don't know if this was... I know there's a quieter path. This is where I get lost, isn't it? This is actually where I get lost. There is like a security guy down there. Don't know if he's a ranger. They should probably have one of those. You know what this is giving? It's giving... Oh wow. I know this is going to be worth it, but oh, fuck me. This is actually genuinely worse than Scotland. This is actually, you know what's making it worse? Eating a hot dog, a really dodgy hot dog, and then starting to exercise. Ugh. I don't think hiking's for me. I actually don't think you guys can... Fuck me. I don't think you guys can appreciate how high up this is right now. The thing is, I'm a bit... This is my problem. I don't... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't take my time when I walk. The one thing that people say when they meet me or they've seen me out in the street or whatever is like, oh, you always walk so fast. And I'm doing it with this because I'm like, I've got to get there. And I need to take my time a bit because honestly, about 5 seconds ago I was like, oh my god, is this where I die of a heart attack? I'm pretty sure heart problems run on the side of my dad's family because his dad died of some heart defect. And I'm like, is this where I find out that I have one of those? I'm not the only one walking up, so that's made me feel better. I keep checking up to see whether it's like focused. I don't think it is. I don't know why it's doing that, but I need to take my time, I think. I'm not going to show it because I don't think you're going to see it, but the view is immense. Okay, mission to get a pen is accomplished. I found one that actually I really liked. You can get like a horse and carriage up here, like up and down I believe. I can't remember, oh it's like €4 I think each way. I have to admit guys, it's really hard for me to like walk away because like this was so special. I have waited so long to see that. And also it's still very busy. Like I don't think you get a quiet time there. I think online it said a quiet time is like 6 PM in like April, but then you've got to worry about getting back unless you're staying near here or you've got a car. You've kind of got to get here and leave. I was trying not to cry on that bridge, I'm not gonna lie. Also shout out to the Australian lady and her daughter, I'm assuming it was her daughter, who took a picture for me. As soon as I heard like them talking English, I was like, I'm so sorry to ask this, but I'm on my own, can you take a picture of me? And they were like, yeah, sure. I took a picture for them as well. I think that that's worth noting, like if you're like a lone traveller, like if you ask for someone to take a picture of you, like always do it as a favour for them as well. If not, a nice way of trying to get someone to take pictures for you is if you see a couple, be like, do you want a picture? And then be like, can you take one for me? Like, that's usually how you do it. People are generally like really nice, so I think a lot of people come here with tour groups and stuff, because there were a lot of tour groups and stuff around. Luckily when I went on the bridge it wasn't too mad, but it is really hard to walk away. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna admit, I'm kind of glad that I was on my own doing this, because I think if I'd been with anyone, I probably would have burst out crying. Also, one of the horse and carriages just went past me. I'm really hoping that they're looked after well. I did see like 2, I think, horses down below before I walked up, and they were just kind of like in their car, and I think that they were back up. I'm just really hoping they're looked after well, because it's a hike, I'm not gonna lie. I do think the way that I went was more of a struggle, but I feel like it was shorter because I don't remember this taking this long. I should also mention that you can actually go into that castle. You have to book your tickets well in advance, or you have to go with like a tour group and your tickets will be provided. I personally wasn't interested in going in. There is a really lovely view from one of the balconies of the mountains. I just wasn't interested on seeing the inside, because the inside didn't really matter to me. I just wanted to see the outside. Like, I've seen plenty of palaces and stuff like that that are just as beautiful. They also don't allow I think pictures and video in there until you get to the outside and the balcony. You can take as many pictures as you want. I assume the inside isn't as great as the outside, so that's why they tell people not to take pictures and video. Alright, it's been a long ass day. It's already 7:45 right now. I literally just got back to the hotel. I'm actually probably going to possibly pop round to a restaurant that's around the corner and see whether they've got a table for one, because they sell like authentic German food and the reviews are really good, and I haven't really eaten at any proper restaurants yet. Obviously I had food at the beer hall, but that was just, I mean, it was a meal, but it was more like gimmicky. That makes sense. So I kind of want to eat somewhere with more German food, and I'm not gonna lie, their apple strudel looks really good, and I know I've already had it, but I kind of want it again. So I'm gonna head there and probably see whether they've got a table. If not, I might have to eat at the hotel, because I can't be bothered to head out any further than that, because it's literally just around the corner. Hello vlog, it is the next day. As you could tell by the past 2 clips, I did go out for dinner last night. I will, hang on, let me tell you the place. So the place is called, I think it's Irmi. I think that's how you say it. It's IRMI. They are attached, I did not realise, to the Meridian Hotel. So technically that's the hotel's restaurant. They basically sell kind of like traditional German food, but it's a little bit like fancy. The potatoes were amazing. I had the Viennese schnitzel. There was so much food. Guys, there was so much food. I was so stuffed. I also had like a gigantic 1 litre beer, because when I went to the beer hall the first day that I was here, I wanted one of the big ones, and then I was just gonna have one and call it a day, because I'm not a beer person. I prefer whiskey if I'm gonna drink anything. I was like, oh, I'll do it once because I'm in Germany and that'll be fine. They didn't give me the 1 litre, they gave me the smallest size, and I was just like, okay. And I wasn't going to drink 2 in one day, because I'm not really a heavy drinker anyway. Like, I just don't really enjoy drinking, but I thought because I was having a big meal last night that I would have one with my meal. And to be honest, I'm glad I did, because I have slept so poorly since I've been here, and I think that the beer just knocked me out last night. But yeah, the meal was lovely. I also had the apple strudel, and the ice cream with the apple strudel was so good. The restaurant was like conveniently just around the corner from where I'm staying. Sorry if you can hear hoovering. I think the cleaning people are going around. It is literally currently near enough 11 o'clock, so I'm very late at leaving today, but I kind of gave myself a free rein to kind of like leave a little bit later and wake up later. I didn't set an alarm, because obviously the past 2 days I've had on this trip have been so like long and like late finishing that I just did not have it in me to set an alarm and get out early today. I am going to be visiting a place called Nymphenburg Palace. I think that's how you say that. I'm not gonna lie, I woke up at 3 AM this morning and I was like, oh, what if I just go back to Neuschwanstein Castle? Like, what if I just go back there? Because I literally miss it. But I'm not. It was a long day and I've seen it and I've crossed it off the bucket list. Honestly, the amount of emotional breakdowns I almost had yesterday is just not not normal. That was a very big bucket list moment for me. I will show you guys a haul in a minute of what I got. But yeah, basically welcome to day 5, aka my last day in Munich. Again, as I said, I'm gonna kind of take it a little bit easier today and just visit this palace, and then hopefully I can kind of have a kind of quieter earlier evening because I need to get back here and make sure all of my stuff is packed. I also want to get in bed early because I am going to have to leave very, very early in the morning, which I'm not looking forward to. But I'm just gonna have a chill day. I think if I leave the palace kind of earlyish, I might even try to visit the English gardens, but I'm not sure yet if I want to do that. Okay, very, very quick haul before I leave, because I feel like if I don't show you this now, I'm going to pack it and then I'm going to forget. So I have a frame at home that really needs filling, so I was like, oh, I'd get a postcard with the castle on it or something like that, because I do already have a picture on my wall of Selena, and I believe it's also got Lysandra in it as well. I got it from Redbubble like years ago and I framed it. But I originally picked up a postcard and then I saw these on the side and I was like, this looks so much better, because I feel like I could literally just get a picture online and then print it off, and it's, you know, it's not that special. So I found this. Now, I don't know if it's going to focus. It looks like a painting, right? And it is the same kind of like paper that you would get a painting on, but it's a print, which I would love the original of this. If they were like little original paintings, I would have like happily paid a little bit of money for them. But I thought that this would be really nice to frame, and it's kind of like the castle when it's kind of in its autumnal season, which I would love to see it in the autumn because I've seen pictures of it and it looks incredible. So I did get that. That was the first thing I bought. And then, as I might have mentioned, I did manage to find a pen that says Germany on it, because that was going to be my task for today. I did see some earlier on in my trip, but I didn't like them that much. But I found these with the flag all over it. It says Germany. It's got the little flag at the top. The other one that I saw had like a beer charm, but I was like, no, I want one that's very, very German. So I got two, because one's for someone else, and then because this is something you should know, a lot of places where Neuschwanstein Castle is don't accept card unless you make like a minimum payment. For this place where I got the pens, it was €10, so I think I was like €1 or something off. So I just got kind of like a little mini postcardy, I don't know why it's focusing where it's focusing. I got a mini kind of like postcard version of the painting that I have, but this one is kind of like more in a summer season, I would say, but it's just kind of like postcard size. There were bookmarks and stuff as well in this, which I thought were really cute, but I don't really read physical books anymore, so it kind of seemed pointless. But yeah, those were the items that I bought yesterday. The plan is today that I'm not really going to buy anything other than food, but I am going to head off and bring you guys with me. So I made it here. A little bit annoyed that the sun has reared its head because it's basically impossible to get pictures. Honestly, I kind of hate pictures where the sky is just a stark blue and the sun is like blinding you the whole time. It's very big here, I do have to say. I'm glad I've made it and I didn't get lost. And if this isn't based off of the Palace of Versailles, I would be very, very surprised, because there's a huge lake in front of me and it looks basically almost similar. Okay, so I just got done in the main palace. I'm gonna admit, guys, the Palace of Versailles, my love for it is no more. I do have to say, I mean, so far the Palace of Versailles I do feel like has the nicest gardens, although I haven't visited there since I was in school, so I don't know how much of it has changed or like whether my perception of that would have changed. The inside of that palace is stunning. Usually I find that I walk around these palaces and although they're amazing to see, I often find them a little bit tacky, but that one, incredible. That ballroom, I can't get over that. I literally walked through it like 3 times and just, oh, I'm getting attacked by a bee. I walked through it 3 times and just stood there in awe because it is just incredible. Slayer Sardoffian would have loved that. Also, I did try to get a picture of myself in that ballroom and I couldn't hear anyone in there who spoke English. And naturally I head towards the people who speak English because I feel less awkward. And otherwise I would have been like, can you take a picture of me? I couldn't really do it in there. I sort of, there were security guards everywhere and obviously I can't get my tripod out because I think they've got a thing against selfie sticks, so I'm going to assume that they've got a thing against tripods as well, even though it folds into my bag. And oh, I've got a ladybug. How funny. Sorry sir, or ma'am, I'm not actually sure how to tell, you're going to have to go. Isn't it like lucky if a ladybug lands on you? I'm not actually sure, maybe I'm making that up. Hi friend. How funny. I can't even remember what I was talking about, yeah. So I couldn't get my tripod out because I assumed that they'd have a problem with that, and then I couldn't really hear anyone who I wouldn't be so embarrassed to say, can you take a picture of me? And there were security guards everywhere and I was like, am I going to get told off if I just like lay my phone down quickly on the wall or whatever? And I managed to do it. It's not a great angle, like it doesn't get the whole room, but you know what it'll have to do, it will have to do. This is the funny thing as well with the castle that I went to yesterday, is if I had known that that's what the castle looked like inside, I absolutely would have paid and like booked a ticket in advance to go inside. But because I knew that the inside probably was a bit, I don't want to say naff, I think that's the wrong word to use, but because I knew it wouldn't be as incredible as the outside of the building, I just didn't bother. But if it had had something like that ballroom, I absolutely would have gone in, but that's why I didn't. Also, you can tell the fucking sun is like glaring. Right now I'm heading towards, I don't know, like some kind of museum thing. I got a combination ticket which apparently includes everything but the gardens. Not these gardens, the botanical gardens. I've got no idea where I'm going. It is currently, not that you care, nearly 2 o'clock. So I'm making good time. It's very warm today. Like this is what I expected the weather to be like even when it was cloudy when I arrived here. And it was just freezing, and now I'm like, I'm not boiling, but I feel like if I was rushing around, I'd be sweating. I'd actually be sweating. I can't get over how beautiful it was in there. Like every single room was stunning. Like not one room did I walk in and go, this is really tacky. They were all really, really pretty, which usually I don't find that. That's so funny. Oh, Palace of Versailles. I don't love you anymore. I love this place. I love the outside of the building goes to Neuschwanstein. Inside of the building goes to this one. Just while I'm heading to this other museum slash palace bit, I'll also mention the only one that is timed is that main part, because there's literally only a couple of rooms. It takes like an hour. I mean, if you take your time, it takes like an hour or just less than an hour, which I think is why there's a time slot, because of that main ballroom, because everyone kind of clusters there. Once you're in there, they don't sort of kick you out, but that's why that one's timed. The rest of them aren't. The first of the kind of like outdoor palaces. It's really small, but it's included in my ticket, so I was like, oh, I might as well go. But I have to say, I'm gonna give it to them. I think the combination ticket is worth it. That room with all of the mirrors. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in love with this palace. I'm actually in love with it. And you know what? I wasn't made for this life. I wasn't made to live like a pauper. I was made for a palace. I am now hopefully going to find my way to the other two. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 more included in my ticket, and then obviously there's the botanical gardens, which I'm pretty sure close at 6. So I'm kind of hoping that I might have time to go. But like, I thought that was going to be a disappointment considering the inside of the main palace, but it was still just as stunning, and the kitchen was amazing. That one was less open than the other one. The other one you can actually kind of like walk through, whereas that one it was pretty much one room and then you went upstairs and then you had the 2 rooms. So it's not like as open, like it's not much of a walk through. I actually got it wrong. I had 3 more left, now I only have 2 more left, and I'm pretty sure they both close at 6, so I should have enough time to do all of those and get to do the botanical gardens, which is obviously a completely separate thing, because I think last admission is like 5 and it's currently I think 20 to 4, so I should have time. Hopefully I don't get lost, because I got lost when I was trying to find that one. I've got no idea where I'm going now. A little bit earlier when I was in the museum I was like, oh, strong carriages to take them around the grounds, what are they on about, just walk. I feel like I've been walking a mile now. Literally, I just came from over there. I had to walk all the way back to get round because it's all like cut off with trees and stuff. I'm still bloody walking. I don't know if you can see behind me. That's, yeah, and it stretches. I thought today was going to be an easy, like, smooth, slow day, and it's just me bloody walking again. I really liked that one. So it was basically made as kind of like a bathing house. The sun is not helping me today. It's where they used to hold a lot of kind of like summer parties. I really like that one. That one was beautiful. I think the only one that's been a letdown so far is the one that I visited before this, because it's literally just walking up some stairs and there's like some rooms, and it's kind of, when you've seen all of these other really beautiful rooms, it's kind of lackluster. I have 1 more to go, and it's the botanical gardens. So far I think the combination ticket is worth it. It was 20 euros I believe. You can get a, that's a dog, you can get a ticket just for the palace, which I think is like 10 euros. So if you want to see like the amazing ballroom, I think it's a ballroom, I don't know. I did read the information sheet and then I just completely forgot what it said. In my head it's a ballroom. But if you want to visit that, that's like 10 euros, but obviously it's time sensitive. But if you haven't got that much time, I think it's worth visiting. But I think the combination ticket is well worth it. So that one was basically a chapel, if you didn't know. It was very much done in the style of one of the places in the residence that I went to on the first day, with like the shelves and stuff. It was very much giving dark academia. A little bit gloomy compared to the others, but still nice. I'm gonna head to the gardens now, hopefully. And see whether I can get in there, and then after that it's probably getting back to my hotel and crash, because today's been a longer day than I thought it would be, but good. That was the most underwhelming experience of my life. Only because I've done something similar before. There's a place called the Eden Project, and also in London you can visit, I can't remember the name of the place, and there's kind of like a free version there. Eden Project you have to pay for. It's really expensive for what it is, but it's on a much larger scale, I would say. I was expecting it to be prettier, like more flowers blooming and stuff. I don't know, I'd seen pictures online, so I was like, oh, I can't wait to go there. So I ended up paying 5 odd euros for entry, and there was no entrance person there, so I don't know what that was about. So I think everyone else was just like walking in, and I paid €5 for absolutely nothing. Okay, well, it keeps them watering the plants, I suppose. It is now nearly 5 PM, so I think I'm gonna head back to the hotel and crash for the night because I need to pack. I need to eat dinner as well, which I think I'm gonna have at the hotel, I'm not gonna lie. And then I am probably just gonna read my book. I was gonna go to the English Gardens, but I can't really be bothered to. There's nothing really there that I want to see. They've got like a cool little like surfing location, but it wasn't like a make or break thing for me. Like it wasn't a thing that I definitely had to go see it. So I'm just gonna go back and crash, I think, and give you an update. Hello friends, this is officially my last entry into this Germany, Munich travel vlog. I can't believe how quickly this time has gone. Firstly, can't believe that I haven't just solo travelled once. I've now solo travelled twice. I was literally having a moment back on the tram from the palace, and I was just thinking about how crazy it is that I've literally come to Germany. Like, I've done it. Like, I couldn't even fathom like a year or like 2 years ago the idea of solo travelling. Like, I always wanted to do it, but I never had the courage in me to do it, and now I've done it twice, and I'm just like, go me! I said it in my Amsterdam vlog, but I'm gonna say it here as well. If you ever need your sign to solo travel, this is it. Like, even if it's something small to begin with, like maybe where you live, like a concert, or just going to a restaurant alone, or going on a little city break within your country alone, like just doing something little at the beginning and then maybe doing something bigger like this really helps. But honestly, this is your sign. I am the most anxious person going, and if I can do this, then you can do it as well. Trust me. And if you want to leave a comment just asking for advice or asking for a little comment to say, go on, you can do it, I'm absolutely here for it. I will reply. I've loved Munich. Is it my favourite city? No. It's really hard though, because the stuff that I've done here has just been so amazing, and obviously I came here for my bucket list item, which was incredible, and I literally haven't stopped thinking about it since. Also, the palace today, oh my god, like, it was so much better than what I had imagined in my head. Like, and the funny thing was, I wasn't even going to go there on my trip, because originally the trip was a solo trip, so I initially was only going to do 4 days, and then I had someone that said that they were going to come, and then they were like, no, I'm not coming. And I'd already kind of like in my head extended the trip by like a day, because I was like, oh, 2 days within Munich, and then I just didn't change it, and I was like, oh, do you know what, I'll put this palace in as well. And do you know what, it was the best idea ever. I have this thing for the Palace of Versailles. Like, I've been there twice. I've only done the gardens once, and that was years and years ago when I was in school. I've been into the palace twice though, and I just love the Palace of Versailles. The last time I went kind of left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth because the staff there were really rude. But the Palace of Versailles is beautiful. The garden grounds especially. Obviously I'm only speaking from way in the past, because I haven't gone there recently, so I don't know whether my perception of them would have changed. But the palace today, like the inside of that palace, exceeded every expectation that I would have had, except I had no expectations, which is even better. The only thing it was missing, and I find this a lot, is a good library. Where's the library? Were these people uneducated? I know for a fact they weren't uneducated, so where's the damn palace library? I love a good library. It's one of the reasons that I want to visit. I think Vienna is the place where they have a really amazing library. I really want to go there. But other than that, this trip's been amazing, and I just have, it's one of those trips again, like I have so many good memories of it, and it honestly just makes me so excited for the next adventure. And I already have the next adventure, I'm just not saying when I'm going or where. All I'm going to say is it's a very big bucket list trip for me. It's also a longer trip. It's not a European city break. Those tend to be quite small and short for me. It's a big trip. It's a big trip, but it makes me so excited for that. And it also makes me excited for like the future prospect of more European city trips. Like, I've already been like Googling places that I could go next. Yeah, I've loved it. honestly, there's so much to do here, and like so much to do outside of Munich as well, and it is so worth your time travelling here and just like researching where you can go and what you want to see. And I'm not gonna lie, do I feel like I need a break after this break? Yes. It's been so tiring because I've had so many long days, but it's been so worth it. Like, it has exceeded expectations. Like, I've loved it. And honestly, in a way, I was kind of dreading this trip because I was like, oh god, like it's even further outside my comfort zone, because when I went to Amsterdam, I knew for a fact that people there mostly spoke English and the transport system was easy. Like, literally, you get on the transport system and it's like London. Obviously, everyone outside of the UK or outside of London is not going to understand that. It's literally, you get on a train or a tram, you tap and you go with your card. That is it. Munich was way outside of my comfort zone because you've got the ticketing systems, the transport system I feel like is a little bit more confusing, and all of these other factors, and it's really not been that bad. It really hasn't been that bad. Also, I bought my ticket for tomorrow for the airport because I was like, do you know what, I'm not going to leave it for tomorrow morning, because honestly, for some reason, I still can't get my head around the ticketing machines. Like, it takes me ages to find the station I actually need. And obviously I wasn't going to get an all-day ticket because I don't need one, so I just got a single. Luckily enough, you can get it in advance, and then I've just got to validate it for tomorrow's date, so I can just punch and go and that's it. So I've got my ticket because I don't want to be faffing around at a machine when my train's due to come, because my plan is to just up and go tomorrow. And get there like sort of 2-ish hours early, because let's just face it, you never know what's going to happen. Transport systems can get delayed, stuff can happen, and I am an anxious girly. I need to be there early. I need to know that I can check in and get on my flight. Like, once I'm in there, like if I've got 2 hours, 3 hours to kill, I don't fucking care. As long as I'm in that airport and I'm checked in and I'm free security, I could not care less what happens after that. As long as I'm there for my flight. I'm trying not to get emotional. I did it again. I did it again. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. This trip's been amazing. Anyway, that's all for me. I'm gonna leave you guys now. And hopefully you join me on my next adventure, which isn't until the end of the year. So for those of you who have joined along just for the travel vlogs, thank you for watching. For those of you who are from my book content, thank you also for watching, and hopefully you will definitely be here for the next fun adventure, which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for it. I am really sad about this ending. Like, genuinely, like the whole day I've just been like, oh, it's over. I got a bit like that yesterday. I think I was getting very emotional. One, because I'd visited my bucket list place, and two, I was like, oh my god, like I did it, I'm here and it's nearly over. Like, I always get like this at the end of trips, but I feel like these past 2 trips I've done, because I've done them solo, it's even worse. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little travel vlogs. If you enjoyed them, then please don't forget to give them a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me, which usually, I'm not going to lie, if you're here just for the travel, it's usually book content, then don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. So, bye guys.